Hello guys, welcome to another weekly analysis with Colin View Peeps. And also, quick disclaimer, this is by no means a financial advice. This is just how Collins View Peeps, okay? Trading carries a high level of risk, so any decision you make should be based off of your own analysis and not whatever I do here. I'm just doing this basically for educational purposes and entertainment, alright? So without any further ado, let's dive right into what we have for today. Yeah, and we'll be looking at GbpJpy. First, let's go down to the higher time frame daily. If you recall, we're talking about we hit this demand, and let's check the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour is better. Okay, remember we hit a demand here, and what did we do? We broke this 4 hour structure. Okay, I remember talking about the market retracing all the way to this point to buy, then possibly sell from here. Okay, yeah, let me draw the 4 hour candle. You can see never hit the 4 hour candle. Okay, never hit the 4 hour supply. But what happened? We reacted from a breaker point. Okay, right from before the sales played out. But then let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, there was a reaction from here. Remember we talked about when the market gets here to a demand here, we're trying to see a break of structure, then an entry. Okay, all the way to these highs. Yeah. So now let's go down to the 15 minutes and see what happened. Okay, from the 15 minutes now you can see there was a quick reaction from here, breaking the 5 minutes. Alright, so there was a trade taken from here which resulted to a loss, resulted in a loss. Um delete. Yeah. Also before I forget, I was with a friend yesterday and he told me about editing some templates for his students. So I was like, hey, why not do mine? Mine has been the same template for quite some time now. So I needed to see some changes, and the truth is I'm quite loving this one. I'm loving this one. So yeah, as you can see, okay, I'm loving this one. So yeah, what happened was we got here, there was a 5 minutes break of structure, but the market did what? Grab that as a liquidity and get into this extreme. I did not set my entry from this extreme, okay? I did not set my entry from this extreme. I was waiting to see a 5 minutes break of structure, but that never occurred. Then the market shot up, all the way to these buys, all the way to the supplies, okay? Yeah, for Monday, after this, there was no trade for me here on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I was waiting for the buys to react from this extreme here, okay? Waiting for the buys to react from this extreme here. But that never happened. Okay, he reacted from the breaker point as well. Then I believe it broke 5 minutes. We got a continuation. I believe it broke 5 minutes, and we got a continuation there. I'll show you guys. See. Okay, looking at this, yeah, there was no clear 5 minutes break of structure. So I believe that was like the main reason why I never took a trade from this. So yeah, Monday there was a loss. Tuesday, Wednesday, no trade. No trade because I never planned on taking trade from these supply areas here. Okay, I actually said that this was going to be grabbed and the market probably getting into this supplies here or here. Okay, I'll be deleting this now since you get to the supply zones here or here. And as you can see, where did it get to? Where did it get to? The breaker above the supply bone, the supply aligning with the breaker, 15-minute supply. Okay, yeah. Then there was a trade taken from there. I think I posted it on YouTube. I posted it on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, if you look at this closely, look at this closely now. My first positive trade for the week. Look at this closely. There's a 5 minutes displacement here. Then what? A reaction. Then a break of structure again. Okay. So I saw this little imbalance and I tried to use all the way from, I think I'll change this. I tried to use all the way from this to this height, all the way from the last imbalance to this height, okay? Yeah, use this whole candle, okay, this whole other block. Then there was a reaction, and as you can see, the market just kept going down. Yeah, and I closed my trade around this region. Yeah, I closed my trade around this region. Okay, I estimated at the 1 to 17, but the market topped at what? I created at the 1 to 17. Market topped at 1 to 35. Okay, market topped at the 1 to 35, but I closed at the 1 to 17. All right, there's no hard feelings with that. Yeah, now this is what this. Yeah, I think I posted this trade on YouTube. So no, so yeah, this was another trade. Okay, this was a 5 minute break of structure as well. This was another trade that played out quite effectively. As you can see, reaction from a supply, a 5 minutes break of structure, on the entry sets. So yeah, I think I was trailing all the way from these highs. Then what happened? I was at these highs, then the market grabbed this high as a liquidity, okay, dipping further into the other block before the drop happened, okay. The drop top that I wanted to, so my partials would have been out already, but yeah, this was a loss. For that same reason that I tried to break even so early, earlier than I should have, earlier than I should have. Then what happened, there was a liquidity grab, 5 minutes. This was, I think, a news came out, FOMC or so, I'm not really sure. I think a news came out on Thursday. Yeah, probably interest rates. Yeah, I think interest rates. Then what did we notice? A 5 minutes break of structure here. Lower time frame, yes. There's a 5 minutes break of structure here. Okay. Then what? All the way in. Okay. All the way in to the other block. Then drop. Alright, after the BS occurred, there's a reaction from the supply. Then drop. But yeah, I wasn't in this trade. Why? I was actually out of the market when this was happening. I just felt like, what's the need of, I didn't really watch the market anymore. I think it rained and I fell asleep. Yeah, that was the reason I left that. So, yeah, no hard feelings with the market. The market did what it was supposed to do, grab this liquidity also, break the 5 minutes, then dropped. Okay, and now this stopped at the 1 to 14. This stopped at the 1 to 14. So, yeah, possibly these were like the main trades that occurred for the week. On Wednesday and what on Thursday, okay, on Wednesday and on Thursday. Yeah, and I think the trade occurred on Friday. Trade occurred on Friday, but yeah, I was getting too greedy, so I said to use a 1 minute stop loss. Meanwhile, I know my entry is based off of the 5 minutes, but I said to use a 1 minute S&L, okay. And let's see. I'm taking this out, okay. I'm taking this out, okay. Now what happened? What did you see? Let me draw the break of structure. There's a break of structure here. There's a break of structure here. As you can see, I'm not going below the 5 minutes entry. Okay, I'm not going below the 5 minutes. I'm not going below the 5 minutes. Okay, so now after a reaction from this, I saw this 5 minutes break of structure here. I was supposed to enter based off of this 5 minutes candle, but I decided to go deeper into the 1 minute. After I took liquidity, but that never happened. Okay, so using this 5 minutes, let's see. in this 5 minutes, let's see what happens. Okay, the risk to reward. Okay, this would have been like a 14. Let's say 14 pips. Let's leave like this. Let's leave it like that. So let's see how this got to. So on a Friday, okay, because I believe, yeah, this stopped at 1 to 12. This stopped at 1 to 12, okay. Yeah, which I believe after this break of structure here, after this break of structure here, yeah, I should have taken out most of my partials. Like after I see this break of structure, I should be out with most of my partials. Okay, but then yeah, the market topped at 1 to 12 for the last trade on Friday. That's why you have to go with your rules. Okay, I missed this trade. Why? Because I wasn't going with my rules. I missed this trade. Why? Because of fear. Okay, yeah. So will I call it fear? I'll call it fear because after this loss, I had some doubts about the sales playing out. But thinking about it from the higher time frame perspective again, thinking about this from the higher time frame perspective again, what do we see? Let me draw this. Low. That's wrong. Looking at this from the higher time frame perspective, what do you see? Low, high, low, high, low, high, break of structure. Okay, there's a break. This was where the break of structure occurred. If you see it clearly, this is where the break of structure occurred. Alright. So yeah, there was no reason for me to be skeptical or anything. I should have just been in the market, taking my trade as it is. But yeah, I think this was a reaction from a demand, yeah, so that made me a little bit skeptical. Yeah, if it had grabbed this lower, I'd have been, 100% in. But it is what it is. Next time will come and we take our trades as we see it. Yeah, good. Pretty much these were the possibilities for GbpJpy for the week, and yeah, I took a loss here. I took a loss here. That was the last trade I took for the day. As you can see, that aligned with the breaker. And what do we see? What do we see here? A 5 minute break of structure. Okay, a 5 minute break of structure. Then the market was reacted from the supply, refusing to break, then created new highs. Okay, refusing to break, then created new highs. So yeah, that was the last trade I took for the GbpJpy for the week. Alright, so it is what it is. It's what it is again. Yeah, those are the possibilities of the week. So now let's go back to the 15 minutes time frame. Just updating this. Of no use right now. This is of no use right now. Yeah. So I'm deleting this. Why? We're not in a trade, so let's just be careful and mark for what we see right now. So looking at the 15 minutes. This will be our VOS. Now we're looking at analysis for what is now we're gonna have the weekly forecast for week 13. Okay, we're gonna have the weekly forecast for week 13. So I'm deleting this, all the position tools I have set. I'm deleting all of them. Why? Okay, rather let me take a screenshot of all this. See, the potential of what would happen without fear in this market. What could happen without fear in the market, okay? Without fear in the market, this is what is possible for the week. Without fear and without being in a haste, just patience, discipline, and consistency. This is what is possible in the market, okay? Yeah, so without any further ado, I'll be deleting these position tools. I don't want to hold my feelings, for something that's gone. Maybe this love for me. Hmm. Remember, the market created a new low, and where did the new low come from? This supply. The new low is coming from this supply. Yeah, the new low is coming from this supply. Now, first, let's go back to the higher time frame. This is this out, out. Yeah, so I want to be looking at the clean charts. I want to be looking at the clean charts. Okay, all these are gone. Not really counts anymore. So okay, I think this rather is what I'll do. Take this out, then I'm leaving the 15-minute supply. So this is the high, and this is where the imbalance ended. Okay, so I'll be marking it all the way from here. We're changing this. It doesn't really match the team anymore. It doesn't really match the team anymore. So I'll be changing this. Let's see. Yeah, so that will be the entry. This will be the entry now. Okay, good. Good. So all this will be the entry. Yeah, blending more. Blending more better. Okay. And I'll be taking this out, field. Yeah. This out as well, field. Out of this. Okay. You're looking at the market, it looks like a sell continuation for the week. Alright, looks like the sell continuation for the week. This is gonna be a higher time frame sell. Okay, I'm trying to make the chart as clean as possible. Okay, you're looking at it, you're seeing it from structural perspective now. Looking at this from the structural perspective now, so very good, very good, very good. Yes, now let's dive into the higher time frame. Weekly, we analyze down and see what happens. Okay, weekly we analyze down. As you can see, this is like liquidity grab below and the liquidity grab above, and now we're seeing a bearish trend. Okay, market reacted from the demand, reacted from a supply and continued bearish, creating a bearish structure. Looking at it from the daily, what do we see here? Start creating new lower lows from here. After breaking this structure, start creating lower lows, and from here, you're looking at this higher high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and the lower low now. Okay, so there's a possibility the market could still come all the way to this point and create a new lower low completely for this whole structure. Okay, but then there's still a possibility of the market continuing bullish. Like I say, we have no control because it's still aligning with our demand. Yeah, still aligning with our daily demand. Okay, I still aligns with our daily demand, so we're not going to look at it as invalid. I believe it's just probably dipping further into the demand to see if it's going to go bullish or it's just going to take this supply demands out. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to be in a hurry to see what is going to happen for the next few months. We just have to be present for what is happening right now. So we go down to the 4 hours, very clear. 4 hours is very, very clear. As you can see, the 4 hours supply above, and this is the supply here that aligns with the breaker. So I'm marking this out as the 4 hour supply. It is a 4 hour supply, so possibility the market could buy here and sell. Possibility the market could buy all the way to these areas, then sell, or the sell could actually play out from this breaker here. Or the sell could play out from this breaker here. So yeah, we're looking at it from the higher time frame perspective. 4 hour daily. Yeah, the 4 hour was bullish running from the supply, so now we're seeing the 4 hour bearish. So we have to continue with the 4 hour continuous bearish structure. Okay, this is the demand quite alright, but the price action right now for the daily, the 4 hour is indicating bearish. Okay, the price action, okay, what is happening currently is indicating that we're in a bearish trend. Alright, so yeah, we have to be focused on that bearish trend rather than looking for buys. We have to focus on the sales rather than looking for buys. Okay, so if it breaks any of this structure, then we know, yeah, we're in for buys. But right now, we're focused on the sales rather than looking for buys. So for the 4 hour, you're seeing this is possibly a reaction zone for the 4 hour to the 1 hour. Okay, yeah, the 1 hour. So this is most likely going to be a reaction zone as well, or the price is just going to react from this previous supply here. That's aligned with this breaker, this previous supply here that's aligned with this, should I say, support. Yeah, so because this was the high that led to this break of structure, this was the structure, the other block that led to this break of structure here. Okay, to this BOS, start from here. All right, so we have to be wary about this because there's a possibility the market will continue the sales from here for next week and we'll go down here. So we're either going down from here, or 1 minute please, we're going down from here, or we'll be going, we're looking for buys if any of this structure is broken. Yeah, so I pray that's pretty much it for GbpJpy. That's pretty much it for GbpJpy. Sells here, or what? Sells here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, then see you guys for the next one. If you enjoyed the video, or if you have some content, some things that can make the videos better, do well to mention. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out. Collins View peeps.